What is the best loadout in Fortnite Chapter 6? In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the best weapons, mobility, and heals to carry in your loadout to maximize your chances of winning games. Before we begin the video, let's try to hit 100 likes on this upload. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. So starting with the ARs, we only have two this season, the Hollow Twister and the Furry AR. Both are really great ARs, but in my personal opinion, the Hollow Twister Assault Rifle is the best option to carry. The Hollow Twister has the upper hand because it has the Hollow 13 optic automatically attached to every variant. Picking up the Hollow Twister in turn gives you the most accuracy now that hit scan is back. Now don't get me wrong, the Furry AR is still a pretty good weapon, but because hit scan is back, accuracy is 100% more reliable than having a more fast firing weapon in the Furry AR, which is why I'm choosing the Hollow Twister AR with the optic. Now I'm going to be showing you exactly why right now. Okay, so right here we got the Hollow Twister and the Furry Assault Rifle. So right now what we're going to do is test out and see which one actually has the best reload time. So it's about 2.8 seconds for the Hollow Twister. It looks like the Hollow Twister might have a slight advantage over the Furry Assault Rifle. It seems like they have nearly the same amount of reload time. But advantage-wise, having the Hollow 13 optic attached to every single variant of the Hollow Twister is an automatic advantage because hit scan makes it so much easier to hit enemies, especially with an optic on your gun. And while this does shoot faster, I'd rather take a more precise gun in the Hollow Twister than a fast-firing rapid gun in the Furry AR. Both guns as well are really good at hip firing. I don't know if you guys have even tried it at all, but you should definitely check it out. Like, I wasn't expecting the Hollow Twister to have an insane amount of hip firing accuracy, but it does. And the Furry AR is pretty accurate too, but I feel like that's more of a given just because it doesn't have the scope. All in all, the Hollow Twister is the best option I would choose. Now let's move on to the shotguns. For the shotguns, you have the Sentinel shotgun, the Oni shotgun, and the Twin Fire auto shotgun. Out of the three, in my opinion, the best option is the Sentinel shotgun, and there's reasons to this. The Sentinel is a hard-hitting pump shotgun that has 4 rounds to shoot before having to reload, and each time you reload, it chambers 1 round. The only negative, I think, with this shotgun is the delay in between each shot, and I'll be showing you guys that momentarily along with the other shotguns. For the Twin Fire shotgun, it has the biggest delay. Now, I know it has 14 bullets that you could shoot, but in reality, they shoot 2 at a time in projectiles, which means you can only shoot the weapon 7 times at a slow firing rate before waiting to reload. And this shotgun by far takes the longest to reload at around 5 seconds or more. The Oni shotgun hits for a lot of damage, but you can only have 2 rounds in the chamber at a time. The reload is significantly fast, but only having 2 rounds to shoot doesn't make it as efficient. And right now, I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm talking about for each shotgun. All right, so now for the shotguns, we have the Sentinel shotgun, the Oni shotgun, and the Twin Fire. We're going to shoot with all of them, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about with the reload times and the delays. So right now, with the Sentinel, it's like almost a second delay every time you shoot. Let's check out this the Sentinel reload. 1, 2, 3. Like, it chambers 1 bullet at a time, so it's pretty decent. With the Oni, you have 2 bullets only, but the reload is pretty quick. It's about like 1.8 to 2 seconds for the Oni. And now for the Twin Fire, it has 14 bullets, but I think it only shoots 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times. And then look how long it takes for the reload. It's literally like over 5 seconds long. So I don't even know if it's worth it to pick up a Twin Fire, because think about it. If you're in the fight right now, right? Like this, and then all of a sudden you run out of ammo and you need to reload, and then all of a sudden there's a third party right here. You know how long it's going to take for you to get that reloaded just in case this guy pushes you? It's going to take forever. It's not efficient enough. So honestly, in my opinion, even though the Sentinel has a delay, like a 1-second delay almost, it's still one of the best shotguns in the game. I would say the Oni is a close second. The only downfall, like I said before, is that it's only, you know, 2 bullets and then you got to reload. I mean, I don't have ammo anymore, but I would honestly say that the Sentinel has the advantage for sure. But let me know what you guys think. So for the third item, you absolutely have to carry the Void Oni Mask. This item allows you to teleport up to 15 times, which honestly might be one of the best mobility items we've ever had in Fortnite. And if you get the mythic one, you have up to 50 teleport uses, which is insane. I'm going to be showing you how to use it. Let's break down the Void Oni Mask. So again, with the Void Oni Mask, like, this is the best mobility we've ever had, in my opinion, or at least pretty close to one of the best mobility items. Now, this essentially gets you to teleport, which most of you know, but honestly, like, you could go the distance. Like, let's see how far I could get from this location. Obviously, it didn't totally reach on the top, but teleporting, I mean, you literally close the distance like crazy. And 15 honestly is plenty for the standard mask, but if you get the mythic one, it has 50, and 50 is like an insane amount. But like, you could definitely move with that thing, you know what I mean? You could shoot it up in the air, it'll teleport you up top. So I was literally just like right there. I went about like 80 meters in a matter of seconds, but you just got to know how to use it. If you're on keyboard, you left click and then you right click to teleport. And if you're on controller, I think it's L2 and R2. Now for the fourth option, the Typhoon Blade has got to be in your loadout. While having this equipped, not only is it a pretty solid mobility item once you get the hang of it, but it also can completely destroy an opponent you're fighting within a few swings. And it's probably the meta in this game currently. But let's break down the Typhoon Blade. Now, if you guys aren't a fan of the Blade, the Typhoon Blade, obviously carry shockwaves. Double mobility is like a must in this season because there's so many really good mobility items. The Typhoon Blade, if you know how to use it, I mean, that thing is crazy, and we got it right now, so we're gonna test it out. Basically, only when you sprint, you're able to like really move with this thing. So you can like dash like that. You could just simply do a wind leap. You know, it closes the distance pretty well. We're gonna do it from right here, and I'll show you. I mean, we went 15 meters just by one little jump. But if you want to do a double jump, closing the gap almost like 65 meters from where I was over here, which is not too bad. And then not to mention this thing, like a couple pretty nice strikes, 2 to 3 strikes, maybe even 4 max, your opponent is going back to the lobby instantly. Like, this thing is super overpowered, and I truly believe what I said earlier is that this is the meta. If you carry this and you know how to use it mobility wise and damage your enemies, my goodness. But having these two in your loadout is like super ideal. But that's my take on the mobility items this season. I definitely think you need the Typhoon Blade, and if you don't like it or you're not familiar with it, try to get familiar with it. And if not, always use shockwaves because it's good to have double mobility. So for the fifth and final slot in your loadout, you have a couple of options. You could carry 3 big pots, 6 minis, or my favorite, the water sprites. Now, the reason why I like the water sprites is because although it only has 3 uses and a small cooldown, it's the most unique way to shield up this season, and there's so many around the map to find. Now, I'm going to be breaking down for you exactly why the water sprites is the most OP healing item in this season. Right now, what I'm going to do is try to take some damage and find a water sprite. That way I can show you why that is the best healing item. All right, so we took 50 damage from that. So let's find a water sprite right now. All right, so we found the water sprite. Thankfully, it was like right here. So the reason why I like the water sprite, yes, it has 3 uses, which is not totally a lot. But when you throw it down, I mean, you go from 50 to 80 right away. Like 50 to 80 health right away. And then over time, it accumulates. You'll get back to 100 HP. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to wait for the cooldown, but once you get that cooldown done, it starts shielding you up. And a quick tip for you guys, if you didn't know, you could go to one of these little like temples and reveal nearby sprites. It'll reveal exactly which ones are which. So I believe this one is like the wind tunnel ones, and then those are the water ones. And I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, why this is like the best shielding item. Right away, you get to 30 right when you drop it, and then it goes up in increments of 2 over time for a good like 10 seconds. And then after that, you can like pick it back up. It has 2 more uses. There's a 13-second cooldown. Within 10 seconds, you went from 0 to 50 shield. So I think that's pretty good. The fact that it does health and shield makes this absolutely OP. And because there's so many around the map, and like I mentioned in my previous video, you could always bring this thing here and get some extra loot, and you can re-pick up the sprite and start shielding yourself again. It goes 50 to 80 again, increments of 30 every time you drop it. Doesn't matter if it's health or shield. So I honestly think this is the best healing item. What other topics would you like me to cover involving Chapter 6 or Fortnite OG now that it's out? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.